Hello YouTube pipe smokers. Hope all is well today with you. And I wanted to come out today, visit with you a little while. A couple of bits of business here. First of all, I'm not smoking a pipe, as you can see, but I do have a pipe here. And this is one of three that I would like to show off. And when I say show off, what I really mean is show off the incredible skill and craftsmanship of our friend Canerod Piper, Mike. This is an LL Bean pipe that I got off eBay, and see if I can get the camera to, well, you can take a look at it, I guess. I don't know if that's too well focused, but anyway, got a little charring there. It's my fault. So when I received this pipe, I got it for a really good price, and the reason I got it for a really good price is because it didn't originally, and I'm talking about the bowl, look like this. You might be saying, it's kind of a short little pot. Well, I think it used to be a billiard. What it looked like was somebody grabbed it like this, and I can only imagine scraped it on the cement. It had basically a big gash in it like that. So always been fond of LL Bean. I always wanted to have an LL Bean pipe, and so I thought I'd consult Mike. Sent it off to him, and his suggestion was to just shear it off because there was just too much damage. And as you can see, looks beautiful. Great smoker as well. So again, this is one of several I've sent over that have gone out in pieces and come back excellent smokers. So anyway, so I was on a live stream with Unicornpiper about a month or so ago, and as live streams go, we were chatting about this and that, and we got on the topic of whether you smoke a filtered pipe or a non-filtered pipe, and he's not using filters, and I had said, hey, I sometimes I use filters, sometimes I don't. I've got pipes that hold them and they don't, and some that don't. So he said, hey, why don't I just send you some? So sure enough, Ben sent me a huge supply of 6mm filters, and a very generous supply of 9mm filters. That awesome sticker, Unicornpiper. If you haven't checked out his channel, please do. And he also sent me another very kind gift. Something I've never had. Well, see if the camera's gonna get that, maybe not. It's called Cooper. It's an English blend, and it's from Low Country. So, by the description, and I won't bore you with it, but looks like a mild English, and it's something I'm very much looking forward to trying. Thank you, Ben. Really, really appreciate these filters. Like we were discussing, I smoke a pipe without a filter, and I also have several with some 6mm and also some 9mm, and I like to go back and forth. As a matter of fact, Portland pipe smoker Corey had been talking about filters versus non-filters, and I think we were proposing a bit of an experiment to take the same pipe, same tobacco, filter, non-filter, see what happens. But I think all in all, I get enjoyment out of both. It depends on the tobacco, it depends on the pipe. So anyway, thanks very much again, Ben. Just shows how generous the YTPC is, and just how everybody is always just wanting to reach out to their fellow brothers and sisters and just give and chat and support, and it's just, again, a great community to be a part of. So something else I wanted to mention is Briar Blues is having a GAW, and the subject is your favorite matches 860 video, or one that you found particularly moving or touching, and I'd like to respond to that. I'm not going to officially enter, but I would like to respond. I was very fortunate. The first time I met John, he actually gave me one of his pipes, and I, feel very privileged to have that, and I'd like, even though I'm not entering, I'd like to sort of put my 2 cents in on what I would think of some of his better videos. I could never narrow it down to one. There's a bunch of them out there. There's one he did about trains. There's the girlfriend. There's the couch. There's one particular. If you take a visit to Cliff Higgins, his channel, he put out his VR, and he was talking about one that talked about summer in the 60s, and particularly the garbage truck incident. And I think he really nailed it with bringing that up, because, as we all know, John was a master storyteller. And I think, among other reasons, one of the reasons he was that when he told a story like that, about the garbage truck coming down the street and the guy riding it and pulling the lever, and the garbage dumping into the truck, and all this juice that would fall out, and how disgusting it was. What he was doing was transporting you there. And I remember watching that video and thinking to myself, I remember when I was a kid, and I remember seeing that too, and thinking how cool it was. So I was there with him, what he was describing, and I was also there in my childhood, in my past. So, he was able to transport you either to where he was, or to a time that you experienced the same thing yourself. It was similar to the video on trains where he went to the tracks with a friend, and they would sit and wait for a train to come because of the experience of that mammoth locomotive coming by, and everything you experience when you're close to something like that coming by at 60, 70 miles an hour. And I had an experience like that when I was young as well. The Riders on the Storm, about he and a friend, and they were out, and suddenly a storm came in, and they had to take cover and that kind of a thing. So John could tell a story about anything, and it was the most interesting thing you've ever heard. But one or two of them, actually, that I made a particular impression on me, and they weren't necessarily stories, but it was his 2016 holiday video, or videos. One was called About Holiday Blends, and the other one was his actual choices. And they're both fantastic videos. He did pretty much one every year, and I'd say if you haven't seen the 2016, check them out. They're great, the way he does them. But when I was watching the About Holiday Blends video, this time of the year, we know all these holiday tobaccos come out, and he was saying that, well, sometimes it's tough. They're aromatics, and sometimes it's tough to get an aromatic right, but we should really be thankful to these blenders for putting them out, because it enhances a pipe smoker's holiday experience. So he went on to say that it doesn't necessarily have to be, if you're choosing, what should my holiday blend be, it doesn't have to be one of those. It could be, as he said, if your grandfather smoked Carter Hall and he smoked it on Christmas Eve and read the night before Christmas, and that reminds you of the holidays or of Christmas, then there's your holiday blend, and that's great. And that's exactly what my grandfather smoked, and is a very fond memory of mine. My grandfather smoking Carter Hall on Christmas Eve, the fire, the tree, the presents, the meal, the whole experience, and that's one of the reasons I'm very fond of Carter Hall. So that's my favorite video, I guess. But then again, I can't really say that, because I think all of his videos are my favorite. So thanks for taking a little bit of time with me today, and before I close out, I just want to give a couple of shout outs. There's so many that I want to do, but today I want to give a shout out to Cassidy. He's got a fantastic channel. He's been putting out a lot of fantastic videos. He's done some reviews, and he's got a GAW going on, and Cass, I hope to get a VR out to you soon. He did one at a smoke shop in Belfast, I believe, as well as several other videos, just a Zoom, and he's got a fantastic channel. Check him out. And another one who's just starting is George Floyd. He's got 2 videos out. He's also from Ireland. I think he's up near Dublin, and he's off to a great start as well. So please check out both of these gentlemen. They have great channels, and very, very much enjoying the content on both. So with that, I hope you're having a good day, and have a good night, and I hope to see you soon. Take care, YTPC.